A quick shout out to 10 Cloverfield Lane and Green Room. I thoroughly enjoyed both, but this isn't a top 12 list, it's a top 10. Sorry guys, you're stuck with the runners-up. And now for the ones that matter. Number 10, Star Trek Beyond. Never let it be said that I can't admit when I'm wrong. I was dreading Star Trek Beyond when the first trailers for it started coming out. But upon learning that Simon Pegg had written the script, I figured it couldn't be that bad. I had faith in the man, and it was well-deserved because Star Trek Beyond is a wonderful return, and I have new high hopes for where they take the series. Number 9, Rogue One. Hey, how about that? A Star Wars prequel that doesn't completely suck. Rogue One follows characters attempting to steal the plans of the Death Star, so it opts for a spy, espionage type of feel in lieu of the magical wonderment of The Force Awakens, all culminating in one of the better climax action scenes in any Star Wars movie. Alan Tudyk steals the show as K2SO, and it's always great to see Donnie Yen in a mainstream theatrical release. Number 8, Hail Caesar. While certainly not the Coen brothers' best work, I don't think it was trying to be. Not that it needed to be. This is a movie that settles for well-executed mid-standards instead of reaching for high standards and failing miserably. Hail Caesar is certainly one of the funnier, more heartwarming works as of late, and it'll especially tickle those who have a fondness for the films of 1950s like I do. Number 7, Batman, Return of the Caped Crusaders. Who'd have thought that the best Batman movie of the year is the one that stars Adam West? The original himself and Burt Ward reunite in an animated adventure that knows exactly what it is and has fun with it. There's even some sly commentary on the nature of modern depictions of the character. I never thought I'd see Adam West's Batman quoting Frank Miller's Batman. Number 6, Deadpool. The movie that shouldn't have been and almost wasn't, is. Far more surprising than its mere existence is the fact that it's actually really good. By all accounts, spending this much time in the rumor mill and development hell should have doomed this movie on arrival, and yet it's gone on to be one of the most successful superhero films in history, if you can call him a hero. The writing is super on point, and the casting couldn't have been more perfect. I honestly can't quite tell if Ryan Reynolds fits Deadpool perfectly, or if Deadpool fits Ryan Reynolds perfectly. Either way, they fit like a tiny glove over a tiny baby hand. Number 5, Zootopia. A surprise hit for me, as I knew basically nothing about the movie going into it. I knew it had CG talking animals and that the trailers had that 3D pastel colored font that's in every kid's movie, so I couldn't help but become curious when I heard overwhelming good things about it from people, and after having seen it, I've joined the crowd on this one. Zootopia has superb writing that addresses everyone in the crowd and not just the kids. The characters feel real and are performed very well. The animation is smooth and detailed, which oddly enough doesn't make things feel cluttered when the fast motion kicks in. The twist at the end isn't exactly mind-warping, but the emotional core of the movie holds the entire thing up. Number 4, Captain America: Civil War. How do you do the Avengers again without it getting boring? Well, you could argue that it's too late for that, but you do it by expanding on the diversity of the characters and their different viewpoints, and you have them focusing on an internal conflict within their own ranks. While still not as strong as the Winter Soldier, Civil War holds strong with the chemistry these guys still have down flat, and it actually makes an interesting move in the third act. Every Marvel movie, even now, builds up to the big over-the-top blowout fan service fight scene to end their stories on, but Civil War uses that as the foreplay to the real climax of the film, which is far more focused and personal between two characters. It's solid proof that you don't need to have a huge, dumb, Michael Bay-sized action scene shot all in gray and white to end your movie on. Just take two characters we care about and have them duke it out. Is that so hard? Is that really so hard to do without completely screwing? Number 3, The Witch. A difficult movie to recommend. The Witch is a horror film that is banking itself on the performance of its cast. Good thing we have a couple of Game of Thrones alumni for this one, but just as important to this thing's success is its atmosphere. It's as slow as it is foreboding, making you scream in your seat by cutting away from what's about to happen just before it happens, making you forever wonder if the next gut-wrencher is going to be another cutaway or if it's going to make you witness the whole thing full hand. Playing with an audience's expectations in this day and age where everyone is too afraid to try anything new takes balls, and The Witch will grab you by yours. Number 2, Kubo and the Two Strings. As far as I'm concerned at this point, the folks over at Lakea Studios can do no wrong. Kubo had me catching my breath from just a character's facial expression of despair and sadness. By far their best technical achievement, the movie is unreal to look at, and it benefits the coming-of-age story it tells, even if its plot twists aren't exactly revolutionary. And my top movie of the year, the number 1 spot, goes to, and say it with me now.
I see 20 or 30 girls come in here every day. mostly from small towns with big dreams. And they're all good. You're going to be great.
Alright, I'm going to keep this one short because after naming this my number 1 movie of the year, I should be expecting my snobby movie critic award in the mail any moment now. But The Neon Demon was my favorite movie of the year. It had stark imagery that told us everything we needed to know about the characters and the story happening around them. The performances were solid, except maybe Keanu Reeves, who is just too nice of a human being to play a convincing pedophile, and I mean that in the best possible way. The twists and turns it takes leaves you with a question as to what's really going on, but not in a Jeffrey Lieber, Damon Lindelof sort of way. All the answers to the movie are in the movie, it just needs to be all put together. And just when you think you're starting to get it, another curveball is thrown your way to keep you on your toes. And again, for a movie to do something unorthodox in this day and age is rare and should be appreciated. Though that may also be the movie's biggest detriment. Not following a 3-act structure and having a clear thesis to it all is gonna be alienating to a lot of people. So if you like actual movies, I recommend Kubo more than Neon Demon. In addition, those with a weak constitution or queasy stomach should probably give this movie a pass because unlike The Witch, it most definitely does not cut away from its squirmish moments. The Neon Demon is a sleazy 70s drama with a layer of 2010 polish over it, and I loved every synthesized, pretentious, disgusting second of it. And those were my top 10 movies of the year. Thank you for watching. Stick around. Soon will be the top 10 worst movies of the year.